I've been thinking a lot about my purpose as an artist and how God created me to live out the life that He wrote for me in my book. So it occurred to me that I might be making things that are a little... I haven't figured out the right word for it yet, but I'm not 100% positive that I'm glorifying God in all of my work. So I started thinking about what my ministry is. How am I spreading the gospel? How am I loving people the way that Jesus did? And how am I actually living my life? Because God says that many of the works that people do in His name are worthless. And I'm terrified that that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to be brave. And I'm going to try to be a lot less conscious about making pretty things and making sure that I look a certain way and I'm putting images out there that people are going to be drawn to because of how they look, not how they feel. And I'm not 100% positive that I'm doing that, but I'm terrified. So I'm going to try harder to be holy. So this is my first video. I'm going to try to just use my videos as sort of a video diary journal thing where I discuss what I'm learning on my biblical journey of studying the Word. And so today we're going to do something, today is day number 1. So God says, pick up your cross and follow me. And that has been such a powerful image in my mind. And so today we are going to work on portraying that. What does that look like? What exactly does pick up your cross and follow me? I mean, that's heavy. That's heavy, right? If we're each supposed to pick up our cross, you pick it up and you follow, you walk. You have it on your back, you have it on your shoulders, you have this weight on you, and you pick it up and you walk one step at a time. So we're going to do just that. I'm going to find some sort of log or tree, something, and I want to make sure I feel the weight, because I want to emulate what that is and what that actually means. I don't think we talk about it at all. And so Lord, I glorify you in my work. I want it to be about you 100% through and through, and I'm going to receive a lot of hate and a lot of meanness, but I expect it from the world. And I'm honored that you will treat me like crap for loving Jesus, because that means I'm doing it right. So thank you in advance if this troubles you. You have a choice. You can watch or not watch. I hope you watch because Jesus loves you. Let's get started. So here's where we're at. We are on the beach. I'm thinking I'm gonna walk up this hill right here. You can't really see how steep it is, but I'm thinking that having a heavy tree branch / log on my shoulders is going to, I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see the struggle and the strain of carrying that weight uphill, because isn't that what we're doing every day? We're picking it up and we are straining and striving just to make it up the hill. And I just want to point out, we're not doing it alone. Okay? It's not in our own strength. It's not in our own strength. But I want you guys to recognize the strain of it. Okay, we are set up. Our focus is set up. We are going to be shooting right here, sort of walking up this hill. Look how dramatic and moody the sky is. This feels good. I feel like I am on the right track. I'm so excited. And yeah, okay, let's do it. So this is where we're at. We're set up. Now we're gonna go find a log slash tree branch, and I think this one will work just fine, depending on how heavy it actually is. So I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna put it on my shoulders, and I'm gonna have both of my hands balancing it, and I'm gonna walk up the hill and take pictures. Now remember, I do have my remote that's connected to my camera, so I just click the shutter and I hide the remote and I take the picture, and that's how I take my own pictures. So this is also what I'm doing. So the log is just going to emulate, it's going to be a placeholder. In Photoshop, I'm going to actually put a cross on my back, but this is a small cross, so I need an actual physical item to hold this place so that I can accurately show the weight on my body. And then I have to think about hand placement, because this is pretty thick. So that log is a little bit thin. That's why I figured I'll put it on my shoulders and I'll have my hands like this. That way, when I put this on my shoulders, like this, my hands hopefully can line up right here. Let's do it. I have this giant log. It is so heavy, but isn't that what it is? Isn't it so heavy, but we do it anyway to glorify God? Isn't that the point? So I did not choose a lightweight log because I want to be accurate. I want to feel physically what that would feel like. What would that feel like, carrying a cross on your back? We don't know that because we don't do it. So we're gonna give it a shot today. It's not a cross, but all right. Jesus did this for you and for me. Can you begin to imagine? I haven't even taken one step. And we'll see how need to remember that what Jesus did for us was not easy, and that's just the physical part. I can't even wrap my head around the emotional, psychological part. Don't you guys feel any curiosity about what that process was really like? It's one thing reading about it, because when you read about it in the Bible, it seems like this really magnificent story, and I think we understand that it's history. It really happened. Jesus was not this just amazing character that was written in a story. It was so real. But I think, well, we just don't see that kind of punishment anymore. We don't see people having to carry their cross to be, to be killed. So we can't even wrap our heads around that part, let alone the part where he literally laid down his life, his innocent life, for you and for me. Do you get that? Do you get that? We are done shooting. Yay! It's starting to rain out here on the beach in Washington, and I just love it. I feel like today is the first day of the rest of my life. I want to use my gifts to glorify God, and I don't want to make them about me, or I can't find the right word. It's not selfishness, but it's not pride. I'm a pretty humble person, but when you look at my work, I want you to see Jesus. I want you to see God and the love of God. So from now on, I'm going to document my journey, like I've already said, but I feel like saying it again because I'm so excited. I'm documenting my journey and my learning. So here's the thing. What I'm learning might not be what you're learning, and you may have already learned it. So please refrain from criticizing. I'm on my own journey, and I'm choosing to share it with you. So let's be kind, and let's glorify God, and let's pursue holiness. Thank you, John Bevere, for pointing that out. I think we all needed to hear that. It's not like a common knowledge sort of thing for most of us. So let's pursue holiness. Let's become how Jesus created us to be, how God created us to be. Right? So, welcome to my journey. I've been a Christian for my entire life, but it's not until recently that I discovered the fear of God. And that has changed everything. Remember when teachers and adults used to ask you when you're little, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't remember what my answer was, but now I'm like, I want to be like Jesus when I grow up. And it's so true. That's what I want most. What I want most. And nothing else even matters anymore. I want to please God. I want to be the most pleasing that I could possibly be. And I think that includes ministry. It means talking open about faith and the gospel, and about God and Jesus and the fear of God, and about pursuing holiness. It includes all of that. Thank you again, John Bevere, for your education. I'm learning so much. But I know along with this, and it's really scary because along with this, I'm going to be receiving a lot more backlash than I've currently been receiving. But this backlash is going to be for the glory of God. Or I'm not sure the other backsplash. I'm not sure the other backlash could be considered for the glory of God, because I feel like people, I don't know if they hate me, but there's some people that have a problem with my work. And it could be jealousy, it could be that I triggered them in some way, but I want to know for myself it's for the glory of God, because people are criticizing faith or criticizing God or Jesus, and I'll know it's all for the glory of God. I'm speaking out about it and people don't like it. If you do like it, good for you. You are on the right track, and I hope that the world, let's continue to be set apart from the world and not get sucked in and not drift away, essentially. So, welcome. Here we go. Bravery. This is gonna take bravery, but I'm very excited, because if I'm just sitting here making pictures, see, my work was about me taking my childhood traumas and the things that I was feeling about it, like anger, and I feel like I got stuck in the negativity of childhood trauma, and I was using photography, which is great, as art therapy. That's wonderful. But at what point, it's been 10 years, at what point do you say, okay, I'm done exploring childhood trauma, I accept what happened. I think a lot of it has to do with forgiveness, forgiving the people that abused you. So once you get there, what is your purpose now? So you've worked through all that stuff, great, but now what? Well, now I have a testimony. Now I can make pictures to glorify God. So that's where I'm at. So, okay, this is going to be a really long video. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. We are going to take a look at the pictures that we shot, and we're going to start editing and see if not my vision. I don't want it to be my vision. I don't want to be like, oh, I thought of this awesome picture, let's do this and let's do that. I want it to be like, God showed me this picture and I must make it. So let's see if God's vision came through. And why wouldn't it if it's God's vision? See, guys, I am outwardly videotaping me contemplating all of these questions. So if you're still with me, let's do it.